In about 2 weeks, Valor Discovery teams will be leaving for their various trips across the country and world. But why does Valor Discovery function the way it does? Why does Valor continue to offer these trips? All that and more will be answered today as I sit here today with Valor's very own Terry Adams, Director of Discovery and Outreach. Um, why does Discovery function the way that it does? Why do you guys do the events the way you do? I guess.
Well, truly, Charlie, we are seeking to be obedient to God's commands. That's where our tagline came from: go, serve, transform. And all of those words come from multiple commands in Scripture, and they guide us in what we do. In Matthew 28, the great commandment, it talks about going into all the world. And there are many commandments like that. And then service, there are literally thousands of scriptures, passages that deal with the command to serve. And then transform, we are to be transformed as a new creation, and we are to be transforming agents to others. So that's why Discovery exists, and that's why we are out doing what we're doing locally and around the world.
How many on average? How many Valor students do these discovery programs?
Yeah, so that depends on the year, but pretty much we're averaging about 400 students a year. And so, as you might know, that is about 1/3 our student body right now, every year on just these discovery experiences. And students are serving every day, every week, every month on local service and other service in the community, not on these experiences. So about 400 students a year.
Why are Valor Discovery trips important to the communities that they serve?
Yeah, a great question. That's what we're seeking to do, is to make a difference in those areas. But one thing that you should know, Charlie, is that our primary focus with Discovery, as it is with all of Valor, is on our own students. And so we're hoping for our students to be transformed, to love, to learn, to serve. And then in and through that, as they're serving other people here and around the world, they're building houses, they're building churches, they're building clinics, they're handing out mosquito netting. They're literally investing in the communities around the world that have a much different life, culture, and everything than we do. So they're making a great deal of difference, probably so far in these 15 years, in hundreds of thousands of lives.
Are you guys excited to be doing more Valor Discovery trips after quarantine kind of stopped them?
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Charlie. That first year that COVID hit, we had to shut everything down. But this last year, 2021, most people don't know it, but we had more teams out last year than we ever have had before. We had 29 teams out. Only 3 of those were international, but we still had a ton of teams out last year. This year, we're going to have 34 teams, and we're going to have a lot more international, about 15 international teams. 6 of them are going to go out in the next 2-3 weeks here with spring break coming up.
Why did you guys choose to do like a taste of discovery event? Like, why did you guys want to show off like the food of the different places, not anything else?
Yeah, that's also a good question. We do bring in the culture from the other places by the videos that are showing at those events. But for that evening, it's truly designed to be both a fundraiser and then kind of a community event for all the families in Discovery and the other families in the Valor community that want to help support the students and the teams as they go out and serve. So, as a fundraiser, we try to make it fun and raise funds at the same time. And so the whole theme around taste was a way to kind of bring in the cultures of the rest of the world and bring it in here and have it as a fun event that can also benefit the teams for their fundraising and Discovery itself.
How many Valor Discovery teams are out now? Are out right now? Yeah. are
Yeah.
rolling out?
Yeah. So our first team leaves a week from tomorrow, which is the 11th of March, and that team is flying to Thailand. That's our first team out. We'll have 15 teams out over spring break. And as I mentioned, 6 of those teams are going to be international teams. And so we have teams that are going to be 2 places in Europe, Asia. We've got it in Mexico. We've got teams all over the US as well, including one in Alaska, the Alaska Iditarod, which actually I'm going to be a part of that team this year. And they're going to be at the finish line of the Iditarod sleigh race, dog sled race, up in Nome, Alaska. So that's the first time we've done that experience.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Charlie. Anytime. And I would just want to encourage all the students to go serve, transform through discovery.
Thank you very much.
Mhm. Good day.